covering will be visibility conditions. We can use visibility conditions in Pega. To do that, we need to understand what a visibility condition is and where can we apply it, right? Where can we apply the visibility condition? Going back to our Pega instance, which we have been using, let me refresh this. Do you remember creating this thing yesterday? Yes, right. We use the page properties and we were able to do that. So visibility condition is nothing but a condition on UI. For example, if a user is 18 or above, only then show a certain screen to him. That is a condition you have set, right? For few movies, they would have rated R, and few are, only adults can watch, stuff like that. What is that? That is a condition which they have set on that particular entity. For example, on movies it is like that. For fields also you can set those conditions. In Pega, on fields also you can set those conditions, in the sense the conditions can be applied, you know uh, on single values, right? When there is a single value, for example, if the brand is Ferrari, then show them premium insurance, premium insurance coverage values, stuff like that. We'll see that. Let's try to do an example that will help us understand sorry, in a better way, right? So where can we give this visibility condition, right? We understand that visibility condition is something which controls what would be the input for a given field. For example, the visibility condition can be set in such a way that if you are 18 and above, then you are getting certain set of drop downs to select from. If you are less than 18, then there are the content which will be visible for you will be different. What is this? The visibility is being decided based on what is your age. Is it not a condition? Yes or no? So we can apply these conditions at two levels. Do we agree that this is a field? Brand is a field, right? Yes or no? So if I try to click on the configuration for brand, you will see there is a visibility, right? On the field level, we are getting this visibility. What I'm trying to show you is at what all levels can you apply this visibility. We are saying brand should be visible always, or if it is blank, no, if it is not blank, only then show it. If it is not 0, then show it. Or if you want to put a condition there, or a when rule, these all conditions you can apply on a field. So coming back, the visibility condition can be set at the property or a field level, or you can also set it at the layout level. The entire layout also you may want to hide sometimes. Yes or no? We'll see an example. See, are we seeing visibility configuration here at the dynamic layout level? Are we able to see? So two levels where you can apply the visibility. One is at the field level, right? And other is at the layout level. This is at the field level. We have told visible always. The visibility is set to always. That's why it is visible. Anytime you try to render this UI, it will be visible. Just click on this thing and say preview. It will be visible. That field will be visible. Right? For example, in the same way, if I want to change this, I can say visibility always is what you have set. You can set something here, if not blank, if not 0, stuff like that. Let's try to set something and see. So visibility conditions, what all you can do, you can use these conditions. Also you can put a expression. What is the expression? We'll see that. You can also use a when rule here. Any of these you can use. What are these? We'll see this in detail. Don't worry about that. So applying the visibility condition can be done. One is at the field level and at the layout level. That's what we are seeing right now. Let's try to see how exactly that is done. So let us say this layout, right? Claims layout. That's one thing we can do, right? So let's say claims layout. The claims layout, I want to make it visible only when, you know, are you guys able to hear me? Right now, when I try to render this UI, both these layouts are visible, right? So now what I want to do, I want to make this visible only when it has prior insurance. If it has prior insurance, only then I want to make the claim information visible to the user, right? Claim details should not be visible, if any of the prior insurances, yes. Does it make sense? Only when it has any prior insurance, only then this vehicle, the claim insurance layout should be available. And these two fields, claim amount and claim reason, should be visible only when there are any claims. Only when they have any prior claims, then only this should be visible. Possible, right? It is a possible condition which we can implement. Yes or no? Do we agree? Yes, no? Perfect. So what are we saying? We are saying this layout should be visible only when prior insurance is set to yes. When prior insurance is present, if I choose this yes, that means that I have a prior insurance, right? Do we agree? We are trying to build an auto insurance application here. What are we saying here? We are telling this is my brand, this is my model, this is my make, this is my the make year, this is my win, and I'm telling yes, this vehicle had insurance before. I was with LIC. Right now I am moving to AXA insurance, let us assume. So you are saying yes, previously I had LIC insurance for my vehicle is what I'm saying when I'm saying yes. If I'm telling no, no, I didn't have is what I mean. And I want to make this claims information visible only when this yes is checked. Only when yes is clicked here, I want this below details to be visible. If it is not checked as yes, I don't want this to be visible. That means I want to hide this entire layout based on this condition if it is yes or no. Does it make sense? Is it clear, guys? Okay, let us try to see how we can do that. I want to hide this entire layout based on that condition. What can I choose? Visibility is set to always, which means anytime I render this section is going to show both visibility info as well as personal vehicle info. But now I want a condition on this thing. So what I can choose is, I can say always, or I can choose a conditional expression, or I can write a when rule. Let's say I want to write a conditional expression. What will this conditional expression look like? I want this to be visible only when, how do I access a property from a page? Dot personal vehicle page. That is where my prior insurance is available, right? Prior insurance is part of personal vehicle page. Yes or no? And I'm saying when personal vehicle, now if you see the field got shorter and it got smaller like this, I'm not able to see what it is having. What I can do, I can click on this circle. This will help me open a condition builder, which will help me build the condition. See, now I can get the condition builder. See what I'm saying, the personal insurance value which is present in personal vehicle page, if this is set to, for example, drop down, I don't need drop down, I just need, if it is equal to, strings are usually passed in double quotes, that's why I'm passing this in double quotes, yes, then this has to be visible. If it is no, I don't want that to be visible. That's what I'm saying here. Did we understand this condition? We are setting a layout level condition. I want claim details layout to be visible only when prior insurance is present. This is what customer is going to ask, tell you. If the prior insurance is present, only then show me that section. To do that, I am using a condition on visibility. I am saying, hey, personal vehicle page dot prior insurance. If that is selected, when you select, that means you are selecting it's true, right? Or it is yes as the value. Yes or no? Did we give the value as yes when we designed that field? Do you remember? Right? If you open your uh, data model for not state stable personal vehicle. Now let's go here. So if you open this vehicle data model, what are the two values the prior insurance will take? Yes or no? Is it not a pick list we designed yesterday? See, right? We told either it is yes or it is no. That's what we are saying here. What we are saying, we are telling when the user, if the user has selected this particular property as yes, then show the below section, or else don't show the section. It's as good as telling if the guy is 18, only then show him, certain fields. If not, don't show him certain fields. Same thing we are implementing here for this insurance screen. Now that I gave this condition, what did I do? I clicked on the claims layout because I want to make sure this is displayed only when this condition is true. That's why I am configuring it on this layout. The entire layout should get hidden if this is not yes. If it is no, I don't want that to be visible. Now let me say submit. I'm thinking you have understood. We'll come back again if you have not understood. Guys, are you getting how did I set the layout level condition? Yes, no, perfect. Okay, very good. If you have got it, nothing better than that, right? Okay, so I'll submit this. Now my layout level condition is okay, it is set. Now I also want another condition. What is that? If uh, my I want to make sure the claim amount and the claim reason should be visible only when prior claims are checked. If this checkbox is checked, only then I want these two fields to be visible. Yes or no? How can I do that? That's field level, right? At the field level, you want that, right? You want to make sure this field is visible. Right now, it is visible always. I want this to be visible only when claims page dot prior claims. This has to be set to true. Yes or no? I am saying claims amount and claims reason should be visible only when prior claims is checked. If the prior claims is not checked, I don't want that section to be visible at all. Too complex to understand? Visibility conditions? Very simple, if you ask me. But you guys should tell me if it is making sense to you. If not, only if this is true, I want to show this. So we did both. We set layout level conditions as well as field level conditions. Okay, so it is telling some issue with the okay, it's missing the sorry. Now this should successfully save it. Perfect. we were able to apply visibility conditions on both these screens. Let me set this as default. Okay. Mm, so that condition was set. Okay, let's try to preview and see if this thing is rendering. Slightly slow. That's okay though. Now, for this thing to trigger, let us see. Okay, let me show you what is happening first. Let me preview or run. Both can work, you know. Let me preview it. So looks like our condition is working, right? Yes? No? No, but yet we haven't tested it yet. For example, what we are saying, whenever I check on prior insurance, what should happen? As yes, claims info should appear. Yes or no? Do we agree? When I click on prior insurance, prior claims section should render. Is it rendering? The claims info is coming, right? When I'm saying yes, it is coming. When I'm saying no, it is disappearing. When I'm saying yes, it is coming. When I'm saying no, it is disappearing. Does it make sense, guys? Perfect. Now I say yes. And then now if I want to see the claim amount and claim reason, what should I do? Claims, right? Am I able to see claim amount and claim reason now? Does it make sense, guys? How visibility condition is working here? Yes, no. If you guys have not understood, I can explain this in much more detail. Let me know. Yes, no. You guys want to know much more detail with respect to this? Yes, no. Has everyone understood this? Can everyone at least say if they are not? Okay, perfect, perfect, good. So we understood how to create properties, how to create page properties, how to create visibility conditions on this. I'll just write something meaningful here rather than like that, you know. If vehicle has prior claims, then select this. Okay, so now it makes more sense. We just enhance the UI. Where does a section, for example, if I want to show it on a flow, what should I do? Where should I put this section? Or how can I add this section onto a flow? Very good. So if I have to render this particular section on through a flow, I need to put it in a flow action. And where does a flow action go and sit? In a flow. Where under a flow? No. So if you remember the flow class which we did, yeah, in the flow class which we did, there was a connector leaving a assignment or a assignment shape. On that is where a flow action will go and sit. Yes or no? Have we seen that? Right? Okay, now that we have done this, let's try to create a flow action and add this particular section. Let's go to app and let's call, right click on this guy Just remember how I'm trying to create a flow action. Come on, right? How do I create a flow action? Very good. Let me call this. This is a personal vehicle detail, so I'll call it personal vehicle FA flow action. Perfect. So this part is done. Let me create and open. It has to be a part of auto insurance. Tab, create and open. Flow action. Now, if I have to look up that particular section to map that section with this flow action, I just have to, I know it is the applies to classes work. And if I just come in the drop down, am I able to find that section? Personal vehicle section, right? Let us choose that, right? And let me save this. So my flow action is ready. Now I need a flow to map this, right? I need a flow to map this. Let's say if I have to create a flow, what will I do? How can I create a flow? Very good. And then, very good. So I will say process and I will say flow. Yes or no? Do we remember how we created flow? Right? Let me call this. We should have one existing flow. That's okay. Let's call it insurance flow. And yes, you can do that. You can do that also. Yes, we have created one. We can do that also. I just wanted to show again how a flow is created. So if people who have not caught up with that class can also know how we are going to go towards the flow, right? Just for that purpose. If you want to do that, we can do that also, right? So what I want to do now, I want, if you see in my UI, I have customer details section as well as personal vehicle section. And we also have a process which we already created. Like the sister was saying, there's a customer flow already existing, right? We can add to that, that itself is what she was saying. If that is something you want, we can do that also. Let's open the customer flow which we already had. You know, and then you will see customer info is already something which we have captured, right? Let me call this a particular assignment. Come on. This assignment as customer info. Submit, right? And then I will take another assignment shape. How can I get that? From the flow palette, I can get another assignment shape, right? And what I have to do, I have to connect this connector should be linked to this guy. Just move him from here and say you want to connect him here. Just move this guy a little this side, bring him in between just to make it look pretty. Connect this guy here. What is this assignment? This is personal vehicle details, right? Or personal vehicle info. So let's call this personal vehicle info. Current operator, perfect, submit. And let us map our flow action. How can you map our flow action? Go to the connector leaving that assignment, and you can say, you can see your connector. Are we able to see my flow action? Am I able to see my flow action through this connector, right? Map this flow action, map this flow action, and call this FA. Okay, personal vehicle FA, just for our understanding. Did we understand? Yes, no? Perfect. So let me try to save this. And I'm trying to run this. Perfect. Do you see a new case getting created? C1001, right? A new case got created, and let us say first name is who was answering today? Let's say anyone for that matter. Ashok M. Ashok at gmail.com. Say 35 mail Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Let's keep it that way. Let me say submit. Now see where exactly this flow takes you. Are we able to see the section which we have built? Of course, it is not coming pretty as we were expecting. I'm not sure why it is acting like this. Uh, come on. Brand, model, make, year, win. Are we able to see the fields which we have given there? Of course, the UI is not looking pretty. We can make it look pretty, but the thing is, how do we design these sections? Are we able to see our claims section here? The claims information, is it visible here? No, right? To make that visible, I have to check this particular. Now I am triggering visibility for this particular field. That is why I am able to see this claims information. If I say no, this should disappear. Only if it is yes, I want this to appear. And once this is appearing, the user has to confirm if he had prior vehicle claims. So if we select this, I want the claim amount and claim reason to appear. Does it make sense, guys? How to set visibility condition in Pega? Do we understand what is visibility condition now? Within the same UI, like within the same section, we are applying these conditions, right? Within the same section. Which section was that? Personal vehicle section is what we use to apply these conditions. Yes or no? In personal vehicle section, we used the page also. We designed the UI also, and we gave the conditions also here, right? On this particular, based on this particular field, we told if it is selected as true, only then enable this thing. Yes or no? We can also verify that the case number is C1001. If you go to, how can I find the details for that particular case? Where can I find the details for that case? On clipboard? Very good. You have to go to the PY work page. That is what you should be. It should come within fraction of second. You should say, yeah, PY work page is where I have to go and check. Now look here, sometimes they'll say it shouldn't be visible, but still it is visible. To understand that, what you should do, you should come here and see what has been checked for prior vehicle insurance. So we can do control here. Right, see. Are we able to find that particular property here? Prior. Are we able to find that property here? Yes, no. Are we able to find that property on clipboard? Were we able to find it? But we told that whenever we do something on UI, that thing comes and sits on clipboard. Yes or no? When we check this, we did here, but it is not there. You know why? Do you know why? Why that value is not there? Any idea why that? We have checked this value, right? Yes or no? Yes. So the value should be true. That should be, this should be yes, and this value should be true. But these are not available on my clipboard, and I'm going and trying to look for prior insurance. I'm not able to find these values. Yes. So we have not submitted. We haven't performed any action which talks to clip database and tells, okay, go and save this. What did we say? Clipboard is a place where between database and this thing, it is an interface which is sitting. Whenever you try to push something, then it gets passed. Let's try to submit and see, right? Let's say submit. Right now we submitted. Let's go and check if there is any change on my clipboard. Refresh. Control F. Still, I am not able to find that value. Am I able to find that value here? Prior insurance. Is that value available here? Yes. No. No. Do we agree? We are not able to see that value. We're seeing everything, but we are not seeing that value. Let's try to see why it is not available there. Let's do one small change in our application, and then let us see if that makes any difference. I'm just going back to my section, personal vehicle section, and I'm saying on this particular field, prior insurance field, I'm saying in the configuration of that particular field, personal vehicle page dot prior insurance actions. I'm going to set a action there. On the field, I'm telling create an action, and then I'm saying let's add a event. What do we want? We want that value to be posted to clipboard. Yes or no? Right? I'll say on click. On click, what do you want? We want that value to be posted. To do that, Pega already provides a certain function. One is, you can do set value or post value, or you can refresh the section. Let's try post value and see if that makes any difference. What I have done, I'll show you again. Canceling this. I came back to the parent section which is getting rendered on the UI. I checked the field, what field I'm trying to look at, prior insurance. And I said, okay, prior insurance. Can I, on that field, on that, I came here and I'm choosing these actions. In the sense, what action do you want to do when you choose this field is what it means. What action do you want to do? So I want to post this value onto my clipboard. To do that, I came to actions, clicked on add a event. We will see this in detail also, just showing you at a high level how exactly this is done. Add a event, click, because I'm going to click on any of these, like yes or no, right? Whenever I click, I want that value to be posted. Make sense? Does it make sense? Do you think this is a very fancy configuration? Something which you can't understand? All I am saying is whenever I am changing this value, put this value on clipboard. That's what I'm saying. To do that, I came on configuration on the section, and then through actions, I clicked add, you know, and post value is what I'm telling. Add a event on click of that thing, post this value is what I'm saying. Let us see if this works. This is not something a takeaway for you, just understanding how exactly you can add post actions. Today's takeaway is how to set visibility conditions in section. I think we already have understood that, right? Yes or no? Have we understood? Yes, no? Perfect. So let's try to run this flow again and see if that made any difference to us, right? Let's go with the same thing. Sure. And say me. These values can stay same. Submit. Let's welcome the bad UI. Okay, brand. I will say Ford. I say model is something. And here I will say no, for example. Let us see, yes. Okay, I said yes. So this should trigger and should post some data there. Let us see if it has come here. Okay, I am on this thing. Perfect. Am I able to find the personal vehicle page now? Yes or no? I am able to find my PY work page. Also, I am able to find the personal vehicle page. What is the value of prior insurance here? Yes. Is that what we set here? Right. Now let us see, you know, that thing. But here we have not set that. Let us see if this thing also changes. On submit, it should take it. Let us see if we submit it, that value should get posted. Okay, so now I should see yes and true. Both the values should be posted on clipboard. Let's try to verify if that is the case. Let me refresh this page. See, these values also got pushed, but I'm not able to see claim details. That is because it is under claims page. Yes or no? Prior claims, true. Are we able to verify these values getting pushed on clipboard? Yes, no. And also, did you notice these two pages are under PY work page, right? So this value is nothing but PY work page dot claims page dot prior claims is true. Yes or no? For this particular work object, this page got created under PY work page, and under that these properties are sitting, these single value properties are sitting. That's how we have designed it, right? Do we agree? And also we only defined these three properties, but this is out of the box. Pega has already given you what it is telling. PXOBJ class is telling like which exact class this particular page belongs to. This belongs to claims class, right? Yes or no? That is what the reference we chose when we created the page. Do we agree? Perfect. So this is how you will be able to create visibility conditions, and this is how you can verify also. Sometimes if it is not working, you have to come on clipboard and see what value is set for that. When someone is checking, is true getting passed for that particular property? Now we know how to verify, right? Do we? Yes, no. Perfect. So today's class was all about understanding how visibility conditions can be set in a section and on a property. At a property level, we saw how visibility condition can be set, right? We saw how at a property or a field level, at this particular field on amount, I want this to be visible only when the prior claims is set to true. How will this be set to true? If user checks that checkbox, that means that we are telling PRPC or Pega, hey, this value is true. So Pega takes that check as true. It understands that check as true and sets that value on prior claims. And with this particular field gets that understanding that, oh, that value is set to true, so I should be visible. Then you will see claim amount coming on your UI, and your claim reason is also set with same configuration. If you see, this is field level visibility condition setting. Is this a field? Claim reason is a field, right? Or a property which is mapped to this field? Yes or no? At the field level, you're setting visibility, you're setting an expression, you're using expression to set it. What are you saying? On this page there is a property called prior claims. If it is true, show this property. If it is false, then obviously it won't show this property. Oh, it will check for this condition. If it is true only, then it will show that property, or else it won't show that property. And at the layout level also, where we saw how exactly we can set visibility condition. This entire layout is visible only if prior insurance is set to true or yes, right? That value should be yes, only then we are going to show that. Does it make sense, guys? Visibility conditions on user interface. We understood how to design these sections. We understood how to add fields here. We did modifications on top of it. Also, we are now able to set visibility conditions, how exactly visibility can be achieved on top of these properties and layouts. Yes or no? Any question, guys, on this thing? I wanted to start another topic, but I think with this thing, it should be good. I just don't want to start it and leave it half hanging. So I would leave it. So the takeaway from today's class is, well, how do we set visibility conditions in Pega? It is on top of fields or on layout. You can easily set visibility condition. It's not too challenging. We saw how easily we were able to set. If you have understanding of what is a page, how properties go under a page, you know what values go under that thing. Yes or no? We understand that, right? That's what we saw today. So from tomorrow, the topics get more challenging, more slightly, more interesting topics are going to get started. These were like, which are uh, to understand also it is the aptitude is sufficient and you were able to easily get these topics. We have completed around 14 hours of sessions by end of today, and then we have acquired quite decent amount of knowledge. What is Pega all about? How classes are present in Pega? What is the enterprise class structure, the organization, division, and unit structure? What is a framework application? What is an implementation application? What are properties? What are different sort of properties? How do you create them? What's a data layer in Pega? What is a work layer in Pega? What is a class group in Pega? All these are concepts which we have covered. How do you access a database, and how exactly tables make sense along with the Pega application? These are something which we have covered. We have designed UI, we have designed flow actions and a flow so far. And right now we are going ahead with, building this application in small bits. So, uh, so this is where we are right now. If you guys have any questions, I can take it. And if this interests you, and if you guys want to continue, uh, you should let me know. Uh, how many of you are like interested in continuing this further? Jagruti, Ashok have raised their hands. Okay. Uh, okay. With whoever I've already present, Mohan also has raised his hand. That's good. Saddam, Vishwas. Okay. Good. 13 have joined. Okay. That's good. No problem. So, of course, this is not charity, but I'm not someone who is going to like remind you that you have to pay the fees and stuff like that. It's not a good transaction where someone has to keep reminding. I feel like it's your responsibility. I mean, if you guys like it, I think it makes sense. I mean, it also appreciates me to do better and add more value to it. And I'm not asking for anything lump sum. I'm just asking for whatever effort I'm putting in. I'm just asking equivalent share for that. If you feel it is right, me asking, and you feel my teaching deserves something to be given, I would request you to do the fee payment. If you are really needy, you're not someone who has money. I don't think anyone is there because I'm not charging so much. But if you feel you can bring that up to me also, if you want to attend it free of cost also, I have no issues. But make sure you have a genuine reason. And if you're tell truth so that it helps me also, but I'm not someone who's going to stop you from learning. If learning is your this thing and if you don't have funds, that's fine. You can learn for free. But if you can afford, I would say like it helps me also, because I'm putting my time and effort here, and it helps me to cover my expenses. That's the only thing. Okay. Thank you guys. If you guys have any questions, I can hold on, or else I can close the call for today. You can find us on this thing. Uh, where's my channel? This is our channel. Along with that, I'll drop my link. So from there, you can find us across everything. So follow our channel also. I keep posting videos. I feel those are interesting. That is why I keep posting them. If you want any improvements, you can, of course, leave comments or let me know and I can improvise them. So you can connect with us with this link here. Please do connect with us. And yes, hi. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we can do is if you can share your screen and we can go over whoever have issues. I think I can solve that today. You can share that, and if the uh, the meeting expires, I would say if you can drop me a message on, if you just click on the link, if you can copy the link in the chat right now and to the WhatsApp group or talk to mentor link, you can click that and you can link connect to us on WhatsApp.